What you doing? Hunting and pecking. Got a little bit of the white stuff. Snow insulates sound so much. It is so quiet out here. Well, I gotta get myself all suited up and get ready to Are you sure? Well, go get it. Get it. She's so mean. Gotta get ready to plow some driveways. So Zippo, where on earth have you been? You haven't posted any videos. Are you alright? Are you hanging in there? Had a pretty good outpouring of people sending me. Hang on. Sending me a message, making sure that I'm okay. Nectar of the gods. Still dealing with the neck issues. I go in next Thursday for second procedure, and the first procedure and this upcoming procedure is to determine if nerve burning is going to be a viable option to remedy these horrific issues that I've been having with my neck. My range of motion has greatly diminished. I do have a fusion in my neck. I got a scar right here underneath the razor stubble. That was done quite some time ago. I don't remember what year, 2006 or 2007. No, it was after that, maybe 2010. Anyway, I've got a video up where I've got my C-collar on. You guys can search that. So I've been hibernating. I've been staying in the house. We just had an Arctic blast come through. Let me show you here on the phone. I'll talk more about me. I don't like talking about myself. But I wanted to give you guys an update. So let me pull it up here. Where's it at? It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Let me show you this. Temperature -10. Real feel -47. Yeah, it got really cold. So I kept the wood stove stocked up and just hibernated. Been doing a lot in the house as I can, but haven't been out to the shop in some time, mainly just because of my neck. I can't concentrate adequately enough to not worry that I'm going to miss something, if that makes sense. When you've got a part of your body that's arguing with you and you're trying to accomplish something, your mind is on that part of your body that's arguing with you more so than what you're trying to accomplish. So therefore, there have not been any videos because I have not been out in the shop. You guys saw the little clip of Miss Belle dropping deuce in the freshly arrived snow. We got about 5 inches, give or take. Fired up the old Squire and felt good enough to go ahead and do. I usually do a number of neighbors' driveways, including my own. The last snow we had, I only did mine. That was all that I had in me. This time I actually did 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 5 driveways this time. And all told, it was only about an hour and a half out there on the tractor, but it was nice to get back out there on it. So back to me and what's going on. C2 and 3, which is cervical 2 and 3. There's been some continuation of compression of the discs and also those discs are being strained due to the fusion, because I've got two vertebrae that are just locked together, so the vertebrae above and below have to compensate. I can't turn left, and in fact when Miss Zippo's with me, she is my left eyes whenever we're driving. And I can turn to the right enough that I can keep check on traffic and whatnot, but it's a real hindrance. This procedure that will hopefully eventually come to fruition should help that, and it should help it a lot and get my mind back where it needs to be. Still have a bunch of stuff out in the shop. In fact, I have more stuff out in the shop now since the last time we were out there. I don't remember if I mentioned in a video that I had 18 jobs waiting. Fortunately, it's winter time, nobody needs this equipment. That's up to 23 jobs waiting now. That's a lot of jobs I've got to get squared away so I can get back out to the shop, plus give you guys content. It's frustrating to not be able to get out there, but like I said, I'm still kicking. I put a video up on, no I didn't either, I recorded it and then pitched it because I didn't like it. I was going to put one up on Zippo Ranch about my camera equipment. I keep having just little things break. You can see right here the tab broke on that, and that's my ball joint mount for my GoPro. And I've also got, let me take the knob out here. There's also, I don't know if you can see them, there's just hairline cracks forming right here. So it's had it. It gave me a couple years of good service, and it's time for a new one. But on top of that, you guys know that I use these crazy jaw clamps. Use these guys for holding my cameras. Case in point, there's the GoPro Session. And not a lot of people know this, but they're actually made by Lockline. These sections are made by Lockline through GoPro. It's not proprietary. So in other words, you don't have to go through GoPro to get sections. You can go directly to Lockline, or in my case, I just went onto Amazon, bought a 6-inch piece for just a few bucks, which is going to enable me to extend this. I broke one, put it back together. I don't have enough range of motion in this one, and this is my favorite clamp. This clamp, the Dinkum, it's okay, it's good, but the plastic, this is not, what did I say, is Lockline? Yeah, this is not Lockline. They have started using Lockline now, but I bought this before Lockline was implemented, and these like to split and crack all the time. So my next upgrade is going to be just getting new sections all the way up to that last piece of Lockline to rebuild that one. But if you guys watch Keith Fenner, he just made one out of Lockline, made a camera holder out of Lockline. So you can get everything that you need to more or less build your own. But anyway, what I was getting to is I had to replace some of that, and then Lockline makes these neat and nifty little pliers, and these pliers enable you to put these things together, because if you've ever fought with these, they are hard to get together. So quite simply, all you do is it tells you on the side of it here, right here it says socket end up, so the socket would be the larger part, so socket end up, be just like that, and then the ball would go there just like that, and then you just squeeze them together, and when you squeeze them together, I don't have it in there right, hang on, there we go, goes in just like that. When you have them together in there, all you have to do is pinch. I must have it backwards. Let me try again. Zippo's failing. I thought that was how I did it. No. Well, hang on. Let me read some more. Ball end up. Ball end up. Oh, okay. All right. So I was backwards. All right. Are you ready? Just that easy. It puts these guys back together. So anyway, that was a total waste of it. And these things are just a few bucks too. And these are fiber reinforced nylon, FRN. So if you're dealing with this kind of stuff, they make these in 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inch. The pliers and the lock line. So anyway, okay. So what do I have to help with the pain? This is an implant that is in my upper right buttock that is a stimulator and has wires that go from stem to stern, top to bottom. And I don't know if I can pull the images up quick enough, but I'll just sit here and skim through the pictures while I'm talking. Everything started, okay, well, gore alert. All right, this is the incision where the I don't know if we got a glare, where the implant was put in, and then here's the lower incision to install a lead going down to my tailbone, and then there's another one up between my shoulder blades where they put the upper one. And so essentially what you're seeing is the dotted line up there. That is the stimulator lead, and then that might be a little better, and then that little dog bone shaped thing is what has got my vertebrae fused. So pretty much a hot mess. 1996, had a bad accident, and everything that's happened, that's transpired over the course of the last 23 years has just been residual from that. I so want to, and my daughter got me this, just another sexy bald guy. I'm not bald right now though. I forgot what I was getting ready to say. Something else that I do that a lot of you guys are probably not really aware of, and I'm sure, I know that there's a lot of guys out there that do the same. I love to cook, absolutely love to cook. If we take a look down here, we can see we've got a pot, and inside that pot with a very hot handle is chicken breasts, and they're cooked in chicken broth with minced garlic and some other spices in there to spice them up. I'm going to be making some chicken wraps, spinach chicken wraps. Sorry, you guys are still looking at the bowl. Hi, I'm back. Oh, and I'm wearing Bryce's shirt just for you guys, and the Zippo Varga hat. T-shirts are forthcoming. I am so sorry for the extreme delay on getting the t-shirts. My health has been the priority over the course of the past few months. So I hope you guys will bear with me. But anyway, back to it. I love to cook. Love, love, love to cook. And we're now going to come down and take a look at the knives that I've been using for over the course of the past, well, this one I've had for over 30 years. It's a Wusthof. It started off as a utility knife, and it was like this long. And the straw that broke the camel's back was when my mother grabbed it and used it to pry something and just broke the tip off. Wusthof is a fantastic knife, absolutely fantastic knife. Once you put an edge on them, the edge retention is good. But as you can see, this one is about to the end of its life. But that's over 30 years of use. So then I've just got a couple of Chicago cutleries and a, what is this one? A Farberware Pro Forged. And they're stainless knives, so you're constantly having to put an edge on them. I mean, every other time I make a meal, I have to put an edge on them, which has finally gotten to the point of being quite frustrating for me. Let me turn the microphone around so you guys can hear me. It's just become, I was just like, all right, you know, Zippo, you're sitting in the house, you're feeling like crap, do something nice for yourself. So in that box is what I hope will cause me to just put these away and never pick them up and use them again. I am planning on getting a utility knife. Utility knives and paring knives. I prefer a utility over a paring because you can pretty much do everything you want. Pretty much, that is. Do everything you want with a paring knife. Or excuse me, with a utility knife using a paring knife. Let me try that again. You can do everything with a utility knife. Pretty much everything with a utility knife that you can do with a paring knife, and then some. We don't need that there. But before we get into the meat and potatoes, after you guys had to sit there and listen to me babble on for about 15 minutes on my health and whatnot, and I want to thank each and every one of you for all of the well wishes. Very, very well received. I definitely appreciate all of the outpouring of support and understanding. I know, Zippo, why are you using that? You got 4 knives sitting beside you. Well, leave me be. Okay. This plate comes from Walter, and he's up in Michigan, but it's an Indiana plate. Don't know what year or what design or anything like that, but Walter wanted to send me. Let me see if we've got a note in here. Do we have a note? Nope, we do not have a note. Oh, it's a very recent plate, and not one that I have, believe it or not. Covered bridge. I wonder if this is the Matthews Covered Bridge. We have a Matthews Covered Bridge festival all the time. We've got a few covered bridges here in the state. But Matthews is relatively close. Walter, thank you very, very much, because all the plates I have are either God Bless America plates or truck plates or RV plates. I have one Dare plate. I don't remember what else, but thank you very, very much. I do believe that is the very first Covered Bridge Indiana plate that I have, and that's fantastic. I love, you guys already know, I love when plates depict something in the background and give you a little bit of story or history of the state that they're from. Like my Wyoming plates, they're just beautiful plates. Pennsylvania plates with the wildlife. All the plates, really. But okay, now let's go ahead and get into this box so I can show you guys Zippo's new kitchen tool. Yes, I am not just a shop tool junkie. Not at all, not in the least. I don't remember all the specs on this or anything like that, but it came in after doing a lot of research and doing a lot of looking around. If I can hide that for just a minute. Doing a lot of research, I wanted an economical yet good knife. Now, anybody knows, you know, a Japanese knife is going to be what is the cream of the crop, that or a German-made knife. I'm just opening up the package right now, so you guys are looking at nothing at all. Here, you want to look at my coffee? There you go, have a look at my coffee. I have, see, and I went and forgot what I was talking about again. Oh, and something that I didn't finish saying, talking about squirrel moments. I've got that spinal stimulator, that little guy right there that helps interrupt the pain signals going to my noggin. Something else that helps is obviously medications. And I really hate taking the medications, but they are so necessary when you're feeling as grumpy as I have felt over the course of the past few months. Okay, what did we get? We got, after doing a lot of research and doing a lot of looking, we got a Dalstrong Shogun Series X. It is AUS 10V Japanese super steel with hammered Toshimi finish. And all that means is it's going to help keep the food from sticking to the, it's got magnetic closure. Just helps keep the food from sticking. But what they've done is they've taken that AUS 10V and put it in the very center of Damascus steel, a series of softer stainless steels to help resist staining, because carbon knives are typically the best knives to get, but they are so prone to staining, and you have to be so vigilant in keeping them really clean. Of course, they give you a happy or not happy and wanting to know why. From what I've heard, their customer service is also fantastic. Little user's guide, a cleaning towel, which is pretty cool, and a pin. So if you want to be wearing your chef's coat and sporting your Shogun Series Dalstrong pin, you can. Alright, and free VIP membership card, all the standard stuff. I'm just going to call it a sheath. The chefs have a different name for it. But let's pop this sucker out. And you guys are bearing witness. It's the very first time I've had this out and pulled it out in my hands. It's got a G10 handle, and look at how beautiful that is right there. Can you? That center pin is just gorgeous on both sides. Sorry about that. Just gorgeous on both sides. Just beautiful. And then down here we have, hang on just a second, guys. So sorry about that. It was a spam. I like to get in there and block them real quick. It's got their insignia on the bottom there. This case is pinned in place with a little string that holds on to it. Right there. Okay. Now, this isn't to say that I don't have other, decent knives that have their own sheaths, but this one right here is just going to absolutely top all of the knives in my collection. And I'm gonna baby this sucker. But like I said, it's a tool, so I don't just collect shop tools. Well, that is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the Damascus. You can see this, the leading edge down here. And this is your AUS 10V, right down here in the center. Above is all of your Damascus. Got a real nice high polish on it. I'm not going to sit here and try to cut stuff with it, but yeah, this is going to be an absolute pleasure. So Zippo got himself a new tool, albeit not a shop tool. And Walter, again, kind sir, thank you so very much for the Indiana plate, one that I don't have. And if anybody else wants to send me a plate, and I'm really sorry about how long this video is, but a lot needed to be said, and I know that it's boring, so only my dedicated and devoted subscribers will probably tune in and stay to the end. But I've got some cooking to do. I'm gonna put my new beautiful chef's knife to the test here. And as you guys can tell, my mind is just flighty. I'm all over everywhere. Don't worry. I'm gonna do my best to not cut myself while I'm prepping the food. But that's it. I started to say, if you guys have a plate or I love no longer usable or serviceable lighters or bottle openers. I've got well over 125 bottle openers. Odd and unusual tools that I just hang from the rafters out in the shop. What's real neat about that is people that come out to the shop for the first time and they peer up to the beam, they just see all this wonderful goodness of bygone eras sitting there. Whoops, that was smart, Zippo. Of bygone eras, like my post beam drills, and all of the tools that you guys have sent me. And I still have, Mr. Mule's sent me a couple of different shipments of old wrenches, and hopefully get my health issues straightened out. Have some plans for those as well. So thank you guys for all of your caring and support, and thanks to the new subscribers that I've achieved while I've been not posting videos. I get comments daily on older videos where I've really helped people out, and that's what it's all about. Alright, I guess that's it. This right here is your friendly neighborhood Zippo, who is doing his absolute best to get squared away so I can get back out in that shop. I've got way too much to do. Like I said, 23 tractors ready to go, that are 23 pieces of equipment that need attention, and Smokey, that has to get on the lift and the engine has to come out. Time's winding down. March starts the beginning of spring when my crocus always comes up in March. April, there's going to be days I'll be able to ride. I've got to get cracking. We've got to get this neck issue sorted out. So if you've hung out this long, thank you very, very, very much for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. It's your friendly neighborhood Zippo. Right down there, if you're not already subscribed and you made it this far, there's my smiling face, and then on either side is my latest upload and a random video. And hopefully I will see everybody on the live stream this coming Sunday. Right now it's February 1st, so that would be February 3rd. I hope to see you guys there. Friendly neighborhood Zippo. I'll catch you on the next one. Later. I am out of here.